I'm Johnny 2B. And we bring you Chapter 6, A Strange New World of Overdrive Incident. All the music belongs to Grease, Star Trek, and sound effects are obviously common law, or common sound effects. Everything else belongs to me. We hope you enjoy Chapter 6 of Overdrive Incident, A Strange New World. Captain's log. Unknown. Enterprise was finally approaching the planet similar to Earth. The radio transmissions were starting to match. The crew was listening in and heard something about amphibians dropping and testing an H-bomb, and President Truman ordering more bombs to be tested, and also talk of war in Kora, which was to be rumored, which is equivalent to Korea back in old Earth. Mr. Ch6 thinks that they may have arrived at what they appears to be the early or late May of 1950s Earth, Kirk said on his log.
Captain, we're approaching planet unknown. Standard orbit, sir, Ch6 A.
Standard orbit, and put your deflector shields on for the time being. I want us to approach casually and cautiously as to this alien planet, Kirk ordered.
Captain, picking up the low warp signatures on the western hemisphere's large northern continent. It appears they came from that Cape City that looks on the scanners across of your San Francisco and San Diego, both geography and city, like state, Spock says.
Amazing, Spock. We have a landing party of 6. It'll consist of Mr. Spock, Dr. McCoy, Lieutenant Calloway,
Alicia's in the background,
Mr. Scott, and Mr. Roberts is security guard, and myself, to beam to the outskirts of town, Kirk said. Jim, my transporter chief, the transporter, we're having a self-diagnostic done. Do we have to use the transporters? Scotty asked. Yes, Mr. Scott, I don't want to scare the people with a shuttlecraft if they don't know what it is and never seen it before. Aye, sir, Scotty acknowledged. Have Dr. McCoy meet us in the transporter room, Kirk ordered. Dr. McCoy, the rest of the landing party in the transporter. Ready, Doctor? Asked Kirk. Ready as I'll ever be, Jim, McCoy groaned. Kirk smiled. The transporter was beaming down. All of a sudden it flickered, and all of a sudden it short-circuited, and instead of beaming down to the beam down point, it beamed down straight down into downtown Cape Suzette. Traffic came to a screaming halt. Damn, another security guard murdered, Jim said.
Scott wearing red, Captain? Alicia giggled.
What are you? Screamed the female duck as she was crying baby as the landing party turned to the duck. What are you creatures doing in the middle of the road? Yelled a motorist that killed the security guard. Just then, Cape Suzette police came up and surrounded the landing party. Jim, have you noticed that these are talking animals that stand upright and wear clothing? McCoy whispered.
Doctor, the captain is well aware.
Gentlemen, please discuss this another time. I'll handle this, Kirk interrupts, as the Cape Suzette police came up and surrounded the landing party with their squad cars. All right, this is Sergeant Monday of the Cape Suzette police. Drop whatever it is you're holding and come peacefully. You five are in whatever you are under arrest for disturbing the peace. A brown lapdog in sergeant police form came out and said on his megaphone. Drop everything, Kirk ordered. Landing party did what they were told and came forward with their hands up, approaching the police dog. Hello, we come in peace. We mean you no harm, and to you and your society. Just then, the mayor came with his police motorcade and interrupted whatever the police were doing. The mayor, who was a walrus, was reelected all over the years, for some reason came out. Don't arrest them, they may be peaceful, he said to the sergeant. Then a mayor turns to the landing party. Welcome to our fair city of Cape Suzette. I'm Mayor West. How may we service you? Mayor West, like I was telling your police sergeant over there, we come in peace and mean you no harm. And we're here to greet you on behalf of the Federation of Planets, since this planet has achieved the capability of warp drive, as we have monitored it from above. And we'd like to talk to your engineers about your spaceship so we can get home, Kirk said. The mayor and cops and surrounding people were all in confusion and shock and murmurs as they were going on in the background. "You're aliens?" asked a bunny kid from far away. "How do we know you're peaceful?" questioned an aardvark cop. "What's with one of the ears?" the wolf asked.
"Baby, we should kill them," yelled the sheep.
More and more screams are coming from people, the mayor said in silence. "Silence!" More screams are coming from the people. "Silence! Silence! Calm down, everyone! Now I'm sure these aliens are peaceful, and we shall treat them with respect and as guests, no matter what they are," the mayor continues. We consider ourselves human and one Vulcan," Sky chimed in.
We consider ourselves human," said a female pig.
"Excuse me to interrupt, but aren't you guys animals?" Dr. McCoy asked. "Yes, we're human animals," said the walrus mayor. "We are also animals," said Sergeant Monday.
The landing party exchanged looks.
"Mr. Mayor, we would like to talk to you about the scientist with warp speed capabilities," Kirk said. The mayor looked confused. "I'm sorry, but I don't know what that is. Why don't you 5 people stay with our finest hotel of the night and have our guests have a few days and stay with us for a few days?" "Well, what are you looking for exactly?" the mayor asked. "We'd be delighted to stay for a while," Kirk stated. The mayor took the landing party to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, where they had 2 suites and a separate room for Alicia to stay in. Once inside the room, Kirk and Spock went to search with their tricorders for those warp signatures. He told Scotty to assist Spock with the warp signature finding, while McCoy and Alicia discussed the similarities and differences. "Has McCoy and Lieutenant Alicia Calloway, has she had a chance to study the foreign creatures of this culture?" McCoy asked Dr. Cam Kirk. "No, I haven't yet, Jim, but I'll send Alicia to talk to the natives for you, Jim," Dr. McCoy said.
"Can I explore the area and talk to the natives?"
"Yes, you may, but take a communicator and a phaser with you and set it to stun," McCoy said.
"Yes, sir."
"I want a good report from you."
"Don't worry, Doctor. I'll study them to the source and give you a great report," she smiled.
"That's a girl!" McCoy touched her cheek in a friendly manner and left them to find the captain. "Jim, this is a very strange world, and I hope we can find those anamorphic creatures scientists. I mean, what type of society develops a warp drive and refuses to share with others their knowledge and have similar history to Earth?" "I don't know, Bones. I don't know. Tomorrow maybe you can ask some of these aliens if you can check out the physical anatomy and try to compare the animals to our animals on Earth and to ourselves." "Will do, Jim." Later that night, Alicia decided to leave the hotel and the captain behind on his curfew. He ordered for the landing party to everybody stay up late. She walked down the street to see a movie theater with the title "Something About Ob" on the playbill.
"Odd, it's Avenue instead of Eve," she said to herself as she continued to walk.
Then she saw some fighting with a lion in work overalls and a cowgirl clothing fighting in front of the diner.
"Told you, Wildcat, you keep putting your tools first."
"But Clementine!" Clementine slapped Wildcat hard on the cheek. "I'm sorry."
"I'm sorry, Wildcat, but you'll never grow up. All this time, I thought you were acting. You're nothing but a good-for-nothing fool, always putting his tools before his girl. Good luck and goodbye."
Clementine left Wildcat crying. Alicia saw it and decided to make her move. Then she approached the lion slowly.
"Hello?"
"Hello," Wildcat said as he stopped his crying. Meanwhile, Kirk decided to walk around the streets of Cape Suzette that evening as well. As he was walking, he noticed the skyscrapers that reminded him of old Earth from the late 1930s to the early 1950s. He was walking towards Higher for Higher when he saw a young teenage blonde grizzly bear being dropped off at a friend's house. Kirk decided to walk up to her and talk to her. "Good evening," Kirk said as he approached Molly.
"Oh, you're not human." Molly was a little frightened.
"That's right. But excuse me if I'm wrong, but you're a, grizzly bear. By the way, my name's James."
"Yes, I am."
"I see. So, where's your father?"
"My first father died when I was 1, but my stepfather believed and treated me like a real father and more since I was 6 years old. My name is Molly."
Molly said with a smile. "That is very interesting to hear about your stepfather.
"Yes, he's the best."
So, where are your parents?" And that, folks, is the end of Chapter 6, A Strange New World. I'm Johnny 2B,
Not hopeless romance.
and we hope you enjoyed tonight's chapter of Overdrive Incident. Again, all music belongs to Star Trek. Whoever created Grease and sound effects are public law. Thank you and good night.